Her range, a katabatic ash, dispersed across my strange nomadic hearing, alive as bleak metabolizing voids, and she is alive inside this bleakness with her pure acidulous powers, as audic speculation, as a conclave of serpents, as doubled migratory winds. At one time persistent solely to Eastern Asia, she is mirage whose aura is wattage, a blue-white glow with homoseismal lines welling up from her sluices like earthquake patterns, or a cunning solfatara, creating from my perusal a flight of inverted demons, then summoning from her sound a compound of ammonia and gravity, palpable as burning electrical transition, its ciphers condensed as a compound intransigent species. As goddess, she floats through sudden methane harbors, angling dust from the seas of the moon, revealing herself as huerta, as pomegranate, as an iceberg cowled from glaciers on her Uranus. On nights when the sun whispers, she emits her form through reflection as though created from odor from hypabyssal rocks, her sound now sunken to the seabed with all its auroral fires. The impact of a voice more disturbing than a grammar of blizzards or a rigid portion of broken tabula mass. The solar concavity then hovering in a voiceless anti-rain as pointless electrical fuel, its green totalic mist suddenly synonymous with Solea, with her broken dromedary plantings, with her treasonous infertility. Her voice grafted with perplexities, with ironics hidden in a floating neural vacuum, in intergalactic hissing warrens, so to announce her full effect is far beyond treacherous monotony or snow. She remains the dark, unstable onus, the black treaty balance, flying apart and burning, being mirage as congelation, as formless tributary pony, algid, biting, ingenerate. Aroused in one zone as an elemental leopard, in another as reversal of simums of amber, alive as percussive obsidian shale, as fluid which dwells at the barrier of ether. I call her the Chaldean seamstress forging hominids from darkness. And from Arabian blue deserts she emits her tonality through deafness as perfect fruit acquired by agenda, so that matter does not transpire as her optic sub rosa. Therefore, she generates topography through combative meridians, through storks of drift, through isometric deeds, as if in the breaking of ice her voice created bells, created arteries of vapor suspended over 3 or 4 terrains spliced through distance as motion. We interact as presence within presence, as spirit twice its equal in spirit, so that a range of beasts burns between us, perhaps a skua or a cormorant or a platypus. Perhaps our haggling is a claw which scalds with radiation, with philosophical half-torment, so that we hang from one another like scattered alkaloid forms, like floating gestural plankton, or void oblique with transmutation, with molecular half-boundary. So that our substance rise between the X-ray at its minimum and the sound which combines it atmospheric dioxide, the woven corona of lightning, and she, the scope of ovarian transmission. We combine as a precipice of morals, always obsessed by blank, progressive, spasmodic. Perhaps we are the jungle inside the moon which irradiates Antarctica. Perhaps the ghost from Kerguelen scallops, like the fire which exists above the transantarctic mountains. Being a singular dweller in these boiling tectonics, I can say that her biology projects from a topographic haze, esoteric and minus the forms from eastern Antarctica. An unrivaled domination as her glare, now a spinning optic krill, now a clashing dialectic of apogees. So we mate in a typographic fishing boat at the opposite condition of swamps. That then exists contrast and true monotony as plague. And I could think of our conflict within the Pensacola Mountains, in the outer Belgrano zone that's claimed by Argentina, or perhaps the Bellinghausen region, or the Holland Plateau, drinking from ourselves as a double carnivorous anagram. Much like the voice from a treble polar basin, life extends in these wastes as a mock telepathy which extends between us. Then the beast of which I boasted disappear and re-exist as strange incarnadine geologies, cyclonic with transparent, with block-vaulted mountains, with Paleozoic soils, so that each Gondwana system reflects itself with Precambrian explosion. And so my presence as nutrient volcano, as darkened coastal mirage, as monster three-quarter mixed in mind with somnifics,